Are you looking for answers about extraterrestrials or maybe the true meaning of life? Then you have come to the right place. Welcome to the Ivan Teller online broadcast. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. And for more details, please visit ivanteller.com and learn more about your galactic families.
Greetings all. This is going to be a question Q&A for those that have submitted questions on the website. So it's been hectic recently, so I haven't been able to do anything. So tonight I figured I'll do my best, let's put it that way. Also offering private sessions, so that way I get your question answered a bit quickly, sooner. And also some webinars are going to be opening up for those that are new to webinars. That'll be announced shortly. So, and then that. Oh yeah, I forgot we butchered names here, so bear with me. This is questions from Jess. I have no idea how to pronounce this. All right, Jess Dahl, D-A-H-L. And channeling request, channeling alien connections and guides. Where have my past lives predominantly been, and how can I connect better to my galactic support to help heal my health? Andromeda is where you've been mostly. As for healing, music. Mostly music. Positive vibrations, obviously. Music can turn you to the dark side and the light side. So I would, music that cheers you up. I would go with that. Keep it simple. Just go with that. So. And also Zeta Reticuli is another place, but I'm not sure if you want to know that or not. There's another name I can't pronounce. We'll see how. Bear with me. I have to read it. I didn't read any of these ahead of time. This name is Luna Runner. Here, I'll just spell it. Lunarunr. If you can pronounce that, please do. Anyway, I'm just here to butcher names. What is my galactic makeup? Her channeling request is a Palladian connection. What is my galactic makeup? I feel Palladian energy, yes, obviously. But am I just starting to wake up in the energies that have always been around me? Yes. Any insight into my background or current energy field? As a Palladian, well, let's see. Galactic makeup, you have Mantis. Some Zeta Grays, a small percent, like 2%. Andromeda, about 2%. Palladian is very high. What he says is what I'm getting is 30%, but it's probably more than that. It's mostly your genetic makeup is Palladian, but you have Andromeda helps also for your spirituality, where you get very sensitive in certain areas, so life can be slightly rough when people say things to you and that things that they shouldn't be saying to you, and that you get very sensitive to those situations. Any insight to your background? Well, when you mentioned Palladian, I felt you were part of many Palladian, Pleiadian. I can't even say that right. Palladian. Where am I going to go with this? wars, skirmishes within the Pleiades. Mostly during the Pleiades, you had lifetimes where certain entities tried to take over the Pleiades at one time. I'll just leave it at that. A lot of insectoids, actually, at one time. So you're a part of that. So, of course, it wasn't all war and carnage, no, but there was a lot of growing up to do for the Pleiadians at one time. Something with Era, where Era was wiped out, kind of. It went through a lot of changes, let's put it that way. Where I wouldn't say it wiped out the planet completely, but it did do quite a lot of damage to it. So, your current energy field, you're still growing like anybody else. You're connecting. And I believe you have the abilities to channel. Maybe not trans channel. That might not be very comfortable for you, but I think you have. I would just explore that. Hopefully this message gets to you. But you have a lot of potential there, that's for sure. One moment. Trying to figure out how to pronounce this. Question from Jas Minka. Channeling request: is an alien. Did I manifest my health condition or karmic curse? Will it improve by connecting to a specific angel, guide, or alien to support me? I believe meditation will help. It won't cure you, but it will make life easier. A sea salt bath will help also. As for manifesting, no, this health condition that you're going through is part of your soul contract. Yeah, it's been turbulent for a long time. Maybe even, I don't think it was forever, but it was for a long time. And it seems like it's getting worse. No, this. You can say this is. How do I say this? It's one way for you to. It's forcing you to look in within yourself. A lot of people don't do that. They look out. They go to sports, entertainment, and they don't. Have to deal with themselves. They don't have to. They think they are. We're all a victim of this, if you want to call it a victim. We all do that somewhere in our lives. But this is forcing you to get to know yourself more. I think if you go to I mentioned this in other metaphysical stores. I would go there, and it's up to you. And ask what kind of stones will work for you to improve your health. I know this is one way to do it, or go to your doctor, but you'd be surprised. Help your spiritual growth. That should help your health. So I would try a metaphysical store, one that you feel like you could trust. You are going through an awakening, I believe. It's just not easy. Question from Jolita. Her channeling request is alien past lives. This is my first lifetime on this planet. Where was I before, and why did I choose to come into such a difficult lifetime thus far? Thank you for any help. Zeta Gray lifetimes. Mostly Zeta. In a positive way. Mostly Zeta. I'll just leave it at that. At difficult times, you're going through a lot of tests. This is your first life here, and it's possible this is your last life here also. So you're just coming here to get it all, to get everything you want to get done now so you don't have to come back. That's a possibility. You always have the possibility, there's always that open for you to come back, but at this point, that's what I see. Question from Missy. See, I can pronounce that, hopefully. Channel request, past life. Is there anything you can tell me about past lives? One moment. Yeah, I have to ground for this. Or ground again. Let's put that one. Yeah, a lifetime in the Civil War. Very middle class. I wouldn't say upper class. I would say middle class. So it's when you mentioned past lives, the first thing I felt was Gone with the Wind. I think that was the Civil War. Either way, it was something similar to that. Not the situation, but the family financial situation was similar to that. Of course, I was kind of wealthy. I believe you're more middle class, primitive, but everybody was, but primitive as in social class. Very, you weren't into a lot of materialistic things. As for what happened, I don't. Let's see here. Yeah, you're in a middle class family. Something with your father was in medical field, and I believe you just married someone in your class and lived a simple life. That's all I have for that. That's all I have for Pat. Let's leave it at that. Yeah, that was a life. A lot of those people that you knew then, you know now. As for them realizing that they had a lifetime back then, is a different story. But this is why your guys want you to know about this. It is very important. If you have children, these children are from that time, and definitely friends. They might not be fully aware of that. You remember why. You with that. Question from Jessica. This is a channel request. My ex-boyfriend who passed. Does he have anything to tell me? Also, I'm seeing a white orb always circling around me. Is it him, or can you tell me who it is and what that is? I think it is him. He is around quite often. He still feels like he needs to be around you because he left abruptly. Other than, only message he has is it's feel free to move on. I think you have hesitation to move on. Well, at least I see that it's there. So just don't feel bad about moving on. That's it. You feel like moving on, but there's hesitations. Again, I don't have a problem with that, but still feels like I don't think I should be doing this. I don't feel right. Yeah, because you're still attached to him, obviously. But to move on, stay healthy. Your health is not exactly great right now, and not take care of yourself. Be more positive, and believe you will find the right person. But you need to feel better about yourself first. You're still going through some situations. So just, I'll leave you with that. Great. Yeah, I can't pronounce this, but that's okay. Question from, I'll just spell it, Adey. Spirit guides, is there channel requests? I would like to connect with my spirit guides. I have been trying through meditation. At times I feel a presence around me. I would like to know if it's them. Of course it's them, yes. Oh, it's them. It's a there's a male guide around you. I want yeah, he has Greek, like ancient Greek history. Yeah, he was a sailor. Yeah, he says like a Greek poet. In ancient Greece. He was in Sparta also. We have. He gave me a name. Let me look it up first. Azil is the name he gives me. Azil is the name he gives me. So yeah, he's more like a Native American. When you see him, he shows himself as a Native American or an Indian, for that matter. I'm not sure if I don't think you're Native American, but he shows himself as a Native American and Indian. At least that's what he's showing me. This is to give you identity of him. So in your meditation, if visualize a Native American, he should come in a little bit more clearer. Because that's him. That's the form he's taking. At least right now, that's the form he's taking. I don't think that's the form that he normally takes, but just to give you something to go by. You need something to grasp onto to connect with. I would try that in your meditation. So give that a shot. And yeah, sea salt bath, as I mentioned before, is highly recommended. Solar plexus need to be cleared out. How do you do that? Do that through meditation, through clear out your chakras. There's meditations online on YouTube of chakra cleansings. You know, they have tones. I'll look that up. I do that all the time. Highly recommended. You can run this as you sleep. I run with these chakra audio files as I sleep. This will help to tune your chakras. This is recommended for anybody. And that would help. I would add more vegan to your diet. I'm not sure if that's there, but I don't think it's there. Well, more greens to your diet. Let's get that. That should help you connect a little bit better. Yeah, just connect to Azil and go from there. Everyone else will show up afterward. Just connect to one. Don't get complicated. Just visualize him and he'll come through. It's baby steps. Do the meditation. I think he'll come in pretty clearly. I think so. If you're Native American and then you go from there, he'll probably change shape. His looks will probably change after that, but it gives you something to go through, to follow. That's probably going to become quite common for guides. They need some sort of form for you to recognize that feels comfortable. It's different from everyone, but that's one way to connect for anyone for that matter to connect to their guide. Because a lot of guys like to show themselves as Native Americans because they're very spiritual. So we'll leave it with that. Okay, question from Courtney. Let's see. My husband John keeps having a reoccurring nightmare where he sees white and he's afraid of the white mass popping. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Why does he keep having this dream? Was John ever abducted by extraterrestrials? Oh yeah, definitely, but not in a bad way. Well, I wouldn't call it abducted. Not abducted. Visitation, yes. Actually, we all go in astral always, every night. He has connection with the Pleiadians. Strong, never abduct. I don't believe so. Let's see here. One moment. I'm not sure what the white mass is. I'm not sure what that is. But the dream, it's a past life that keeps holding on to him. I would do a meditation on it if he's willing to do so. Probably not. He's not that spiritual, I don't think. But you never know. As for why he keeps having this recurring nightmare, it is something that has not been resolved in a past life that keeps coming back. Could be a lifetime in India, of a war in India. Yeah, war India in India's past. I feel more India around him for some reason. And they're in some sort of skirmish where he was injured, and I think he died abruptly after that, and he left a life that he was holding on. He didn't want to die that soon. It's something that's holding on. I know it sounds strange, but that's where you come here for weirdness. That's part of it. There's something else to this dream, but that's part of the human lifetime. As for the alien aspect, that's something that's different. There is an alien connection to this dream also. Sees why he's afraid of white mass. What is that? Also, I see a lot of, it might not be 200%, there's a lot of cholesterol built up in his system. That's not helping either. So you might want to eat a little bit healthier. I recommend that. Not to say those dreams will go away, but I would give that a shot. Drink more water, and lemon water would be good. A lot of it has to do with his health. Why he's having this dream. His health isn't exactly great. But he's food-wise, is not eating the things that will. If he eats better, I think he'll feel a little bit better. When in perhaps for species, I get with him and mantis. Many lifetimes as a mantis. I'll leave it at that. Neat. Question from Franco. I saw an ET standing outside my window in 2003. I'd like to know who was that, and can you tell me of my lineage, please? Blessings. Thank you, Franco, for your questions. Thank you, everyone, for your questions. One moment. I think it feels like it was a Zeta. He wasn't making his appearance all that clear. I believe it was a Zeta. Just to let you know, he's part of his. You're part of his family. Have many Zeta lifetimes. Have many Andromedan lifetimes. A lot of that coming through today. That's interesting. A lot of Andromedan lifetimes also. There's a connection between the Zetas and the Andromedans, which I wasn't aware of before. Many Andromedans reincarnate into the Zeta. To Zeta, so to bring their light into a species that is lost or having trouble adapting. That, like our species here, we have issues, obviously, and so do they. All species have issues, and eventually they clear all that out. And obviously, we're nowhere near that. Eventually, we'll be. But so they're bringing a lot of Andromedans are bringing light into the Zeta families. I believe you were one of them. So you brought a lot of light into the Zeta Reticuli species. So that's pretty interesting. I feel golden light around you also. It means you're protected. Of course, everyone's protected, but you've had many alien lifetimes. We did a lot of good. So a lot of that's coming back as a blessing to you, such as the knowledge of them. So I'll leave you with that. Blessings. Yeah, that was very awesome. Question from Nancy. No, that's not much of a question there. Let's see here. Do I have any gifts? Of course you do. Who is watching over me? Angels, Archangel Michael, Gabriel, your spirit guides, obviously. An old woman. I believe that's a mother. I'm not sure. I think so. A mother passed on. A female is watching over you. Let's put it that way. Someone that's very close to you. I believe it's a mother. I'm pretty sure it is. I often see or feel animals. This is another proper question. This might be out of my idea. I often see or feel animals where there are none. Oh yeah, you're showing people's totems. More to it, yes, you're showing their totems. Yeah, I'm gonna leave you with that. Yeah, I think I already answered that question. She has a couple questions here. You're just feeling their totems mostly, and it's going to get stronger and stronger over time because they have many messages. I'll leave you with that. Blessings. All right, this is my last question. This one's kind of long too. Just a question from Sean D. I'd like to know how many past lives I've had. Okay, this is a little bit. Here on this world, many. I'm not getting a number. Number I'm getting is 50. Where and when? A lot of them are ancient. Ancient Rome, ancient Greece, some in the Renaissance. Some are a lot of them are ancient, but as you come out of ancient times, they start to spread around. They spread out. Had lifetimes in Alaska, Greenland, India, China, Japan, all in the past. Even here and there. What planet or civilization am I most connected with? Sean D. The Wirrans. Wirran and Palladian. Mostly Wirran, but you have many connections with the Palladians. Also, this is kind of, also I remember one alien abduction when I was about 20 years old. Yeah, but I don't think it was negative, but yes. Was going to detail about that experience. Was it extraterrestrial or maybe government? It was not government. It was extraterrestrial. It was Palladians, actually. You just it's not really an abduction. You just remember it. As for what was that experience, to let you know there's more going on than this reality. As for your well, it's funny how you say government. It's not the government, but you have many lifetimes as a Palladian that dealt with the government. On the Palladian world, but also here. I believe you have another aspect here that's dealing with the government. I know that sounds messed up, but don't we all? Yeah, you have another aspect here that's dealing with the government. Part of to make more of the alien information more known. You can connect to this other aspect. It's very easy, but of course, skepticism and it's a little bit much to connect to your other self. I've done that. It's very strange. So I don't think it was an. It was not a. It was an. I don't want to call it. It was an abduction, but it wasn't an abduction. It was just. It was a visitation. I feel mostly. Yeah, and you've had you're remembering this stuff. So you think it's more. I don't. Yeah, I guess it's not really an abduction. It's just that you're remembering your visitations. Tall blonde visitations also. And I believe tall whites. These are the tall whites that are kind of Zeta-like, kind of insect-like. You have connections to many. We all do, but all this is becoming known to you because you're waking up to everything. It just gives you more of an insight to your lineage is pretty in depth. Of course, all of ours are. We're just not fully aware. We're not ready for it. We don't need it here. But for you, it seems like it's something that will help you open up more. And remember, these aren't negative abductions. I don't see that. You do have reptilians around you also, but not in a negative way. They're kind of humorous, actually. Wish you. Yeah, I want you to cheer up. Okay, I'll leave you with that. So I said past life that's here on this world. We've had a lot other places. Okay, I'll leave you. Thank you all for that. Thank you for your questions. It's in the. I know I'm very slow at getting to all of this. Sorry about that. Blessings all, and hopefully I'll have more coming up soon. And good night, and thank you for tuning in. And there's a private webinar, but it's public for viewing, come up this Saturday. So blessings all, and good night. Have a nice holiday.